Welcome back to Baku. We're on the edge of the Caspian Sea in a bustling, vibrant capital, which once again plays host to the spectacle of Formula 2. This is not your usual racing circuit. It provides one of the most complete tests for the field. Sector 1 sports a set of 90-degree corners around the block, if you like. Sector 2 gets even tighter with the old city walls. Sector 3 just turns 16 to negotiate, and then 2.2 kilometers flat to the floor, full throttle in 6th gear all the way to the end. Well then, after an exciting session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Teo Porcher will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from him. And it's Dennis Hauger in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Iwasa, Martins, Clermont Novalak, Doohan, Miney, Maloney, Deruvala, Frederick Vesti, Behrman, Vachon, Brad Benavides, Enzo Fittipaldi, Stanek, Nissani, Martin and Ralph Boschung, Crawford, Cordial, Leclerc and Isaac Hadjar completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's get down to the track. It is the Formula 2 race. It is time to introduce you to Alex Brundle. I'm Alex Jakes, and we've got changeable weather out there today. That's making for some nervous team personnel down in the paddock, down in the pit lane.
Well, uncertainty is what strategy is all about, but it absolves the teams from the responsibility of running both compounds of tyre. They might have to use that wet tyre, of course, and then the question is, where do those crossovers lie between the wet and dry conditions?
So we are back for the feature race today. We are going to make ourselves ready for the race. I will try and do my best to warm up these tires. As we are on the opposite strategy today, I want to do a little bit of a gamble here. Because the AI is quite slow on the straights. So I think I will be close enough and stay close enough to them to make this strategy work. But the lights are going on, 5 lights, and away we go. Porcher on pole, then we got Hauger and Iwasa. Good start by Porcher. Hauger cannot get alongside him. Who gets alongside him is Iwasa, going up into 2nd place. That's myself. Losing 1 position to Boschung, but getting it back immediately. And losing it again. But now we go towards turn 3. Going into the slipstream. And for the outside line here. Towards the inside, send it up the inside into turn 3. Cannot really get it done. But enough traction as well, as he goes a lot quicker through the corners, of course, on the super softs. But as long as we stay close enough, then we can make the strategy work. It's behind me, Cordell and Crawford are going side by side. But we still see Porcher in P1, Iwasa 2nd and Hauger in 3rd place. And myself down 1 position in P18. So lap 2, we are going to make ourselves ready to make the first overtake on the straight. On Boschung, no DRS yet. It's going on the next lap. We go now into lap 3. DRS is enabled. Last sector again, purple.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now.
As we are now lap 3, lap 4, sending it around the outside of Stanek into turn 1. A little bit close to Nissani in front, but the move is done. So we are now up in P16. With the DRS, we can now try and overtake Nissani as there is a yellow flag. Safety car is out. And that is not what I wanted with the opposite strategy. Cordell is out. So let's see what happens to him. So on board with Cordell. Going towards turn 2 as he locks up all his tires, cannot make it on the outside of the barrier and just completely sends it into it. So he lost his right front, and as you can think, everyone is going to box now for the mediums and just drive to the end of the race. And the only option I had was to stay out, and I was quite surprised as we are driving behind the safety car, and the safety car is just going 300 kph or something plus. I didn't know Aston Martin could go that quick, and I don't think it is too safe to go 300 kph under the safety car, because it's not really that safe anymore. But now we need to do quite a lot of laps on these mediums, while everyone behind me is pitted for the super softs. So they are on the super softs, as we are now going again for the safety car restart towards turn 1. So no one close behind to try and make an overtake. And we managed to get through the first corner. So lap 12. Now 1.5 seconds ahead of Iwasa behind, as he is on the qualifying tires. A really stupid move from the AI here to not go onto the mediums, as I have a little lock up. Luckily didn't go straight on as Cordell did. So we are safe. But things are looking good, because we only need to do one stop left. Again locking up the front right. I need to adjust the brake bites a little bit more to the rear. The same issue in sprint.
We think we might see some rain. ETA about 15 minutes.
As you can hear, rain in about 15 minutes. So that could completely throw the strategy away here, as everyone behind me has pitted for the medium tires. Maybe Daruvla and Crawford went with the first pit stop on the mediums. But now we need to think about just driving till the rain on the mediums, or pit earlier on the super softs, and then just drive in the rain on them. As we are now in lap 18, as the Daruvla is starting to close in a little bit, but we need to box, and we are going to box with just 11 laps to go. We're going to pit for the super softs, and then we can see where we will be, in what position we will get out on. So let's get the optimal pit stop. We do get that one. That's quite easy to time that perfectly. So we go in onto the super softs, as the first 3 cars already are ahead of me, and we get out in front of Doohan in P4. So that's really good. We have now completely new tires on P4, but as you can see, I have no grip because they are still cold. But for some reason the game gave me the qualifying tires, while I'm 1000% sure that I double checked to get the soft tires, to get the new ones, because it literally said new soft tires. So I don't know why it gave me the used tires. So yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate, but we still try and make it till the end, as I was a bit annoyed by the engineer, as he keep telling me that we are on the same tire and need to warm up. So lap 21, we are behind Leclerc, closing in, and as you can see, the dark clouds are starting to get closer and closer, but we are also getting closer and closer to Leclerc. Before the DRS, we are already ahead of him. You can see Doohan as well, really close still. So for lap 22 now. We are now in 3rd position, again on the podium. The strategy did work. As you can see, Daruvla and Crawford going into the pits. They are going to do that 2-stop. That gives us now P1. With just 7 laps to go. We need to try and stay ahead of Doohan, who is still quick. But then the safety car comes out. And I needed to quickly react to what I wanted to do. As you will see, we are boxing this lap. As I hoped that the AI would also go into the pits. But as you can see, everyone is still going. And as we come out, we are in P15. So we lost 14 positions with just pitting. But we do have the new tires and they are on the old mediums or old super softs, as Crawford is. As I thought they would already go, but not yet. So we tuck in behind Crawford and immediately go for the inside, send it up the inside, and as you can see a little bit on the screen, maybe within a few seconds on the camera, it is starting to rain. Yes, there they are, few droplets on the camera right now. But with just 3 laps to go, is it going to rain hard enough that we still need to go on the full wets? Or can we just go as Ralph Boschum went out of the race as he DNF'd? But it's another chance that we get a safety car or virtual safety car. Luckily we do not get one, as they managed to get the car out of the track quite quick. As you can see, we already managed to get a few places here. And now starting to put pressure on Daruvla, as he is also on the super softs. Maybe on new ones, maybe on the qualifying ones, I'm not sure. I think on the qualifying ones, as we have a lot of grip, already sending it on the inside there. And we are now also closing in quite quickly on Benavides, who DNF'd of course in the first race, so he wants some points after the DNF. But we have the fresh new super soft tires and we will get DRS soon. But there's also rain from sending it around the outside of these quick left-right handers. Luckily we didn't collide with him. We did touch the wall a little bit, but it wasn't hard enough to get any damage. But already up into P9, and with just 2 full laps to go, we might get 2 or 3 positions still, as I'm making a dumb mistake into the first corner, setting it into the wall. It's a really nasty sticking out wall there. But we are still going to try and get as many positions as I can. You can see the difference in grip and braking is so big compared to the guys at on the mediums right now. We are going to send it around the outside of Miney here. Already getting the move done. And then we catch up with Vesti, as we're already ahead of Pourchaire. Going on the inside here of Vesti. And then we got our teammate right in front of us in P5. So we are already up into P6. There's still a chance of a podium here. As P3 right now, I'm not really sure who is in P3 right now. But he is also on the super softs. So that is quite the unthinkable to still get the podium, but at least we need to try and get P4 here. As you can see the grip difference as well, because it's a little bit rainy, so there might be less grip on the mediums than on the super softs. But going for the inside on Richard here, taking P5. And then we need to try and get Hauger here. Again, sending it on the inside here. No chance of going around the outside there.
That's the end of the race.
And that's the end of the race already. P4, really good result. Again from P17. A little bit lucky with the straight lines, as we also get the driver of the day.
So another fantastic victory for Virtuosi.
They've clawed their way up the field there, and the fans love to see it. It's absolutely no surprise they've managed to win the race with that level of overtaking.
Another race and another victory for Virtuosi as we see the drivers make their way out to the podium for the final ceremony. Superb racing out there today and a well-deserved win.
So that's it then for this weekend. We see Jack Doohan on top, taking the feature race P1. Then we got Iwasa in second, taking second place in the feature race. So really good result from Iwasa. As myself in P3 with 20 points, so a really good weekend for myself. Taking quite a few points after after 4 races. Then we got Novalak in P4, Hauger in P5, 6 for Pucher, our championship leader, not the best result for him. Then we got Deruvela in P7, then Miney in 8, 9th for our teammate, 10 for Victor Martens, Vesti in 11 and 12 for Benavides. So for the driver standings then, Theo Pourchaire still leads with 24 points on Hauger. Then we got Deruvela still in P3, so good for MP Motorsport, both drivers. Then we got Iwasa that is going up 1 place, going into P4. Vesti going down 1 place in P5. Following close by is Jack Doohan after a really good weekend here in P6. Then my teammate in P7 with 38 points. Then myself close by with just 3 points difference in P8. So that's also really good to see myself really close to our teammate. That means that we are quite on similar pace and similar results. Then we got Novalek in P9, Martens in 10, Beerman in 11, Leclerc in 12. Then we got Maloney in 13, Miney in 14, after a really good result here in Baku. And for the constructors then, MP Motorsports takes the lead after a bad weekend for ART. They're still close to MP, but they are now in second place. Then Prema still in third, following close by is Dams. Then ourselves in P5, Virtuosi in 6th, then 7th for Trident, Carlin still in 8th. Then we see Campos in 9th, taking their first points of the season. Then Hightech going down 1 place into P10. And then at last we see PHM as well scoring 1 point. So every team has now taken points. So that's really good to see. So that's it then for this week of racing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.